but even more so with this competition, we're integrated for the finals. So not only are we on the live TV, we're on a Sunday. So yeah, super exciting and absolutely what the sport deserves.
Without a doubt, and I've got to say there's been a lot of love out there over the last couple of days for the Paracanoe races, because we have seen the legends. I mean, we've seen yourself, we've seen Charlotte Henshaw, we've seen Curtis McGrath, we've seen the biggest names on the planet here competing, and it's a wonderful way to showcase the event to the world.
Absolutely.
And here's a very good friend of yours on the screen right now.
And there's another legend of the sport. You know, she won her 31st medal the other day, so she's not only my roommate but a legend. And
you two have been cheek by jowl since the get-go, haven't you? Almost.
We have. Yeah, we have. So I think this will be a good race and a good chance to see where we're at early season.
It will be, and we just saw a moment ago Edina Muller from Germany. Of course, she is the Paralympic champion, and there is Marina Mazula from Ukraine. She is the current world champion. Now, we've seen at the last few events Muller and Mazula swapping titles.
Yeah.
It's been a fascinating contest between the two of them.
Absolutely, and I think between the two of them, they're pushing the KL1 on, and they've been swapping places on that podium. And I think the next challenge for these paddlers is to see whether we can break the 50-second barrier. So
okay, well,
they're definitely pushing the sport on, and it's great to see Edina back. Obviously, she had a mini break to have her child.
Yep.
But to come back and win Tokyo was amazing. And she also loves to scuba dive, apparently. So she's definitely one on the water.
Looking at the conditions out there, are they fast conditions today? I know it's raining.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're particularly fast. I think you can see the crosswind is still a problem. It's been here all week. Relatively unusual for us to be racing international finals in this sort of temperature and the crosswind.
Yep.
So I think it'll be a challenge, particularly for the KL1, obviously, which is the lower end of the disability. The stability is more challenging, so it'll be interesting to see how they cope with that slight cross. The rain hopefully has dampened the wind a little bit.
You and I saw earlier on in some of the B finals, we actually saw a K2 capsize.
I know.
Very unusual.
Really unusual.
Not quite sure what happened. Maybe they hit a fish. There are some big fish here.
There are
in the
some
water.
huge fish. But
so keep your eye on lanes 2 and lanes 5. Mazula, and must say again, it's so great to have athletes from Ukraine here competing. We all know what sort of a year they've had. But they're underway. And of course, let's not forget Catherine Wallerman from Chile. She is a seasoned campaigner. And of course, Jeanette Chippington knows her way through a race. But look at this, Marina
really
Mazula.
Strong.
She's gone out very strong, hasn't she? Really laying down a bit of a mark on this race early on. And
really strong. Yeah, nice technique on the front. And I think one of her mottos is to realise the best in yourself. And she's certainly doing that. She's powered out the starts. Looks like she's focused. And like you say, they've dealt with some real challenges. So it's brilliant to see them on the start line. And here comes Muller.
I know how much it hurt her to lose that Paralympic gold medal. And ever since then, she's been very determined to get back the #1 mantle. And this is a very convincing win. A great result for Marina Mazula from Ukraine. She's going to cruise to victory. And Catherine Wallerman finishing strongly for the silver, and Muller just finishing in the 3rd spot. But do we read too much into the results here? I mean, where are most athletes at with their training at the moment, Emma, in terms of the longer term?
I mean, I would imagine the other nations are similar to us. This is the first competition. It's been quite a big, long winter. And I would imagine most countries are absolutely set on peaking for the World Champs in August, because that'll be the quota qualification for Paris. So yeah, I think a little bit early, and I think you can never read too much into early competitions, but that certainly was a strong convincing performance. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, when we look at the powerhouse nations when it comes to para-canoe, I mean, British canoeing has been leading the way since it became a Paralympic sport. The Brazilians, we know, are very, very strong. Unfortunately, they're not here this week, but they are incredibly strong. Australia, of course, has always had a strong program. And of course, the Ukrainian program. I mean, they have, over the years, they've unearthed some absolute champion Paracanoe athletes.
Absolutely, and they've actually been, second to us in the medal table quite consistently. So we have a really great rivalry with them, and a supportive one, particularly over the challenges that they've had in the last couple of years. So it's great to see them rising up and still performing on the world stage, and that's a good time, for a crosswind, Ross.
Yeah.
That's a really good time, 53. I think her world